rise like a whisper strays. Shadowed breath in an empty space.
Mic check, mic check.
The air is thick with something unseen. Is it fear? Or is it a dream? Do you feel it now? The creeping stare. Eyes that burn but aren't quite there. The ever-watching eye from the void. It won't deny. Studying your every move.
Ooh, you're the problem, you're the proof. The ever-watching eye. It's the reason why you cry. All right, everybody, what is going on? My name is Mr. Marrader, and I am here with another episode of 1 to 100 starring Vane. I'm gonna be honest, kind of regretting this a little bit. I like Vane. I do, but it's pretty early access, and it is a big commitment. 100 hours, especially for a game that's going to be changing a lot. But we made the commitment. We're going to do it 100 hours in Vane. Now, it's been a couple weeks, I think, since the last time I played. SNY says, good morning. How you doing, lovely lady there? How you doing this lovely... What's today? Tuesday? Tuesday. How you doing today? Rutro. Why is this a thing? Pull my game up. Pull the game. Where we at? Where we is? Now, I don't fully remember what I was doing the last time we logged in here, and it may not even matter because my game won't open up. Open. Open. Open sesame. There we go. There she blows. Whoa. What time is it? All right, let me see. I got to get myself reacquainted here. It has been a little while. Finishing your lunch break. Oh, well, that's what's up. I hope lunch was good for you. I hope it was filling and nutritious and delicious and all of the above there. All right, let's open up our tools because I have a cell phone. Cell phone's equipped, so why is it not on? Boom, there it is. All right, so it's 11 something p.m. So let's go ahead and shut that off again. Save a little battery and just go to sleep for the night. Sleepy, sleepy night. Hour 17. It's pretty cool. Hey. Let's do, I don't know, 6 hours. Conform. That's usually what I get. Right around 5 or 6 hours a night. I think I'm pretty functional. Alright, now orange chicken, so who knows? Hey. You know, I mean, it may not be the best thing for you, but I love me some orange chicken. In fact, I think I have some in the fridge I need to eat before. Thank you for reminding me. I got some leftover orange chicken from a couple of days ago. I was thinking about what I'm going to eat before work today. But I got food, I think. All right. Oh, I need some food. I need something to eat. Fruit granola. I'm just gonna eat all the small stuff here. Garlic. All right. Peckish and lethargic. Wait a minute. Why do I get lethargic? From eating too much? You feel lethargic? Maybe due to eating processed food. Oh. Because I was eating the wrapped up stuff. Whatever, game. Whatever. You told me to get food, I got food. There we go. Don't worry, be happy. Slightly poisoned? What poisoned me? Whatever. Tired of your BS over here, game. Yeah, game? I don't fully remember what I was doing. I know I somewhat finished this airlock here. I do believe that we were going out searching for metal, scrap metal. Like, we need a lot of scrap metal. Tons of scrap metal. Let's make sure we have the tools for it and we have the weight and everything. Bender! What's going on, my brother? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We got a lot of stuff on us that we got to put away. Why are we moving so slow? Am I encumbered? Oh, I forgot about the drying rack here. Time to go back to work. Have an amazing stream later. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a splendiferous rest of your day. Hopefully the workday goes well for you. Alright, let's put this iron ingot. No space left. Yep. That's the problem. Yeah, I will admit, I am starting to feel the drain of the survival crafting genre lately. They're great games, they're fun, but a lot of the micromanagey stuff is really starting to get to me. Right? They're like, oh, you don't have room for this. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go put it away. And I was like, oh, this doesn't have room for it. And I'm like, all right, I'll go find somewhere else. It's weird. It's a weird complaint, right? To be complaining about playing a video game. But I'm like, whatever. It's less about that and more about I'm feeling my limitations. I'm starting to feel where things are getting heavy and irritating. Bender says, I gave up on Quest a long time ago. Yeah, and I know what you mean. I remember you saying that. You were like, no more Quest for me. And I was like, I get it. You know, there's I mean, there's very, very many genres of video games, right? And like penne pasta, okay. Many genres of video game and many different what's the word I'm looking for? Like mechanics, types, I guess. However, I am enjoying Zomboid again on Apocalypse with lots of cars. That's what's up, man. That's awesome. Yeah, you know, it's one of those things. It's not like I hate these kind of games. Obviously, you know, I really enjoy survival crafting games, but like I think the whole like process of it is just starting to get to me, right? Like all the gathering, all the time gathering and collecting and then storing and yada yada yada. You know, the hunger and thirst management. All the stuff that used to excite me about the game is now starting to get a little draining. But, you know, again, that's less of a complaint and more of a just me learning my limitations around these things and learning that my personality is changing. That being said, I do plan on, you know, continuing them. I actually started playing Icarus. I can't say I started playing it. I loaded it and I played like, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes or so. And I was like, I'm kind of digging this. You know, I was like the first, like, I don't know, 15 or so minutes, I was very impressed, actually. It exceeded my expectations. And then once I found out what it was about, I was like, oh, it's like an extraction survival game. I was like, that's interesting. All right, looks like we may have to get back to cooking some water. Drink. Yeah, I still don't know what poisoned me, but whatever. It says the water was pure. I'm just gonna go out now and get on out of here. You'd play Icarus with me? Little lady gifted it to you. That's awesome. I bet there are quests. From what I've seen, kind of. It's more like, so I know you played a little bit of it, but what I've learned from it is like the like the drop itself is the quests, right? So it's like you start the game and you drop in, and that's kind of what it is. I like they are quests, they're missions, quests, same thing, but it's you have a certain amount of time to do a certain amount of missions, and that seems to be, at least according to what I've seen, where like the challenge of the game is going out there, having all these missions to do, and then figuring out when it's the proper time to extract. I was like, okay, that seems fun, you know, I'd do it. Multiplayer fun overrides my dislike of Quest. Fair enough. That is fair. Why does it feel like my FOV... Hold on, let me see something. Have I just not played for a long time? It feels like my FOV is way close. Like, I can't see nothing. I don't know if that changed anything. That sounds okay. Yeah, so it's kind of like... More like, like Lethal Company or Repo. Where it's like the quest is that game, right? So it's not like you're just like doing random quests. It's like they drop you in, they're like, hey, here's these quests or these missions. You need to figure out which ones to do, what order to do them, and how many you're gonna do before things get rough. Fallout 4, the game ruined Quest for me. A settlement needs your... Okay, yeah. So I played Fallout 4. And I joined the Minutemen. I was all about the Minutemen until at the end when that whole settlement thing. Oh my god, I'm right there with you, man. I was like, it didn't ruin questing for me the way it did for you, but Fallout 4, that whole. I mean, I really regretted going with the Minutemen on Fallout 4 because my god, they were like, oh yeah, this. Hold on, is this new? I feel like this is new. Oh. Yeah, those a settlement needs your help. I was like, I'm even stuttering about it because I'm with you. Extremely frustrating. Extremely frustrating. It was like every 5 minutes. I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to build around the base. I'm just trying to get Sanctuary a little built up here. Oh, this base needs your help. This daughter got kidnapped and then the raiders. And I'm like, bro, we have an entire militia. Can't we send somebody? I was Minutemen, ignored the settlements though, also ignored raiding settlements. Okay. Yeah, I did a bunch of that because I was like, you know, trying to do the whole Minutemen thing. But then I realized, I was like, bro, the Minutemen suck. And you want to hear the shittiest part, man, was... So I had Preston, right? Like, he's the first dude that you meet. And for whatever reason, he would not join my team. I couldn't have him as a companion. I went through the entire game, did all of the quests. I sided, like I said, Minutemen quests. Sided with the Minutemen. And it wasn't until the very end, literally the very end of the game, after I beat the last boss and like basically everything was done, Preston comes up and he's like, hey, you've proven yourself to be a good guy. I think I'll join you on your team. And I was like, are you serious? It took the entire game. Look it up. Well, I got a lot of iron scrap right now. All right, I was gonna empty my pockets, but you get Liberty Prime with the Minutemen, though. Sweet, that's true. Wait, I thought he was the Brotherhood of Steel. Either way, like I said, they really pissed me off. I was like, I heard about the Minutemen, and I was like, yeah, I was like, honestly, my kind of personality, I'm all about the Minutemen. That's just kind of who I am, more altruistic. Trying to make the world a better place. But, you know, no good deed goes unpunished. What I learned very quickly was that the Minutemen were very unorganized. And honestly, as frustrating as it was, it kind of made sense thematically. Because if you, like, read into the lore of the Minutemen, they were run by a very specific guy who was the one who, like, held them all together. And basically, the Minutemen, he was the Minutemen. and he died. And after that, the Minutemen were kind of like scattered and like a fraction of what they used to be. So I was like, if you think about it that way, it was actually kind of realistic. It was actually kind of thematic that those Minutemen were such garbage. And then it even proved it after you took over, after you're the leader of the Minutemen now. And then they need you to do everything. They're like, oh yeah, every settlement that has a problem, you need to go take care of it. I was like, I have so many people under me who can do this. You know, and that's kind of the thing. That's kind of the hierarchy thing, right? Where it's like, if they're going to put you in charge of an organization, even though it's a video game, whatever, you know, if they're going to put you in charge of an organization, they should give you the option to like, and they're going to have those little things. You should have the option to be like, hey, I'm high up in this organization. I have these things to take care of. Send people out, right? That would have been cool. Like if they would have just added that little bit that like, hey, all these areas are being raided and we need to help them. And I'm like, okay, cool. We have 20 dudes. Let's send 5 here and 5 here. You know, we're going to protect this farm. We're going to protect this merchant, this trader out, whatever the case is. But instead, it was like, hey, leader of the Minutemen, we need you to do all the garbage work, all the grunt work. And like I said, it was cool in the beginning because, you know, you're the new guy. So, like, of course you're going to do that kind of stuff. But then once you take over and you become, like, the leader, it's like, why am I still doing this, why am I still doing this grunt work that people under me should be doing? You know, it's kind of like, you know, I was in the military, right? And I was a low level. I was the E3. And it would be like us trying to send an E7 to do the job that I'm supposed to do. Perfect example. Although it was a self-imposed thing, when I was in the Marines, I was in the infantry. For whatever reason, they did a change of command after I got back from Iraq. Thankfully, it was after I got back. But after I got back from Iraq, I did a change of command, and I did it. They did it, and long story short, they put a guy who was in charge of us. He was a first sergeant. I believe that's an E7. And he was in the motor pool, right? So he was a mechanic for 20 years, 15, 20 years. And then all of a sudden he's in charge of an infantry unit. And we're like, what the hell? And it showed, man, because this douchebag went out and he issued himself basically every weapon that you could. He had the grenade launcher, he had the sidearm, he had the machete. He was like ready to go. And I was like, bro, if a first sergeant has to use any of those things, then somebody fucked up really bad. Right? And that's what I'm saying. I was like, these hierarchies are built for a reason. Right? It's because whoa, hey, you were not here earlier. You can't just spawn on me like that, you bitch. But yeah, these hierarchies are in place for a reason. Because the people who are in charge, even though the guys on the lower end may not like it, those dudes in the higher end have a different set of skills. They have a whole different job, right? Instead of being out there on the front lines, they're supposed to be in the back lines telling the people on the front lines what to do. Long and short of it, that's what's supposed to happen. Anywho, that's a very long rant about the Minutemen in Fallout 4. And why I never went with Minutemen again. You know, I was like, it was funny because when I first started playing Fallout, I was all about the Brotherhood of Steel. But kind of like anything else, you know, it's like, oh yeah, these guys are like the good guys, right? The boys in blue. And just like anything else, you start getting into it and you start realizing that they're not as wholesome as they seem, right? There's a lot of things happening in the background that people don't realize. They may be saying, oh yeah, ooh, look at all those guns. So then when I saw the Minutemen in Fallout 4, I was like, okay, sweet, that's a breath of fresh air. Exactly like my kind of personality. And then, well, you know, we talked about what they did. I did like Fallout 4 a lot. Blew up every... Oh man, those cars. The fact that they had like nuclear reactors in them made those explosions so, just so nice. So satisfying. So satisfying. And you're right, you know, I mean, I really like the settlement system, okay? Not the having to go out and defend every settlement that was in your in your network all the time. But I did really dig the like the building the settlements. Hello, Wolf. How you doing? But whoa. You saw that? He was doing the electric slide out there. He wasn't even running. All right, come on, Wolf boy. Let's go. Let's go. What you got for me? Huh? What you got? Hello. Hi. 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 Look at that bullet in the... He didn't even run. What? Hello. There we go. All right. I think he forgot to die. I just had to remind him there. Bullet straight between the eyes. All right. What's my weight at? 123. I still got some before I'm too encumbered. Let's go somewhere else. Nope. But yeah, the Fallout car explosions were very thematic, very what's the word? Satisfying. And you know, I didn't hate Fallout 4. I played it, I beat it. You know, I have my complaints about it, like anything else. Especially coming from New Vegas. Like, I absolutely love New Vegas. Probably one of my favorite games of all times. It took Fallout 3. It basically did what I think a sequel should do. It took everything that was good about the first one, left all of that, then added more. Like, it added a weapon upgrade system and all that stuff, a crafting, cooking system, and I was like, this is great. Ooh, look, there's a playground. First bullet turned the wolf into a zombie. Second one, oh, is that what it is? Okay, that's how the zombie works. So everyone has to die twice. Hello, ATV. You have keys in you? There's no key. Okay. Not like I would have taken it anyway. I like my gator. That's a light bulb? I thought that was a bell. Yes, hi. Okay, well, you're stuck behind the... There we go. You bitch. It's locked. Whatever, I'm just gonna destroy it. I don't care anymore. How'd that give me cloth strap? Yeah, so that makes sense, Bender. You got it. Ooh, a wood-burning stove. I can't take... Oh, what? What? I can't take it. I can't destroy it. Man. Man. I wanted it. Wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. I'll take that and that. Eyes that burn but aren't quite there. The ever-watching eye of the void. You won't deny. Covering your every move. You're the puzzle, you're the proof. I need to work on my singing. I thought about taking singing lessons. Small fluid tank, huh? What's in it? Works with water. Okay. Extract. I can't move this either? Bro, what are you doing to me, game? What are you doing to me? I just want to take the water jug. Like, let me have it. Damn, already 23 minutes, huh? Yeah, right now, I don't know if I mentioned it, but the whole point of... Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Whole point of it, all I'm really doing right now is just gathering scrap. Scrap wood, scrap... Do you mind not having a seizure on me, bruh? Like, if you're gonna have a seizure, just seize, and then I know that, you know, what to do. Like, if you're gonna seize, do a full seize. Don't just, like, partially seize. Oh my god. Alright, we're moving real slow right now. Yep, we're at that 155 range. Yeah, I don't mind quests. And in fact, there's games where I want to play where I want quests, right? Because part of the I don't want to say issue. I think part of what's burning me out about crafting games is really like a lot of the fun is based off of you, right? You got to make up your own fun. Here we go. Standard luck. We can work on this. You know, especially once you like start like learn the mechanics and learn the ins and outs and stuff. It's like, okay, I know what I'm doing now. Everything that I do, I kind of have to make up, which is fine, which is great. You know, I love sandbox games for that reason. Man, did they reduce the number of stuff that you can destroy and move? Because I feel like the last time I played, I can move and destroy just about anything. But today, I'm running into all kinds of stuff that I can't... I don't know. Maybe I'm just being hypersensitive. Discovering your every move. Oh, it's a blue gator. What? I don't have one of those in my collection. Beast right. There we go. That being said, though, that's part of why, like, I kind of really got interested in that little bit that I was playing. Hello. What is happening? Okay. There's no unstuck. Oh wait, stuck. There we go. All right. Thank God. Thank God they added that stuck. Bender says, BRB, you take my time. Take my time. You take your time, my brother. Alright, and I just can't pick that up. Alright, let me see. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's not my gator. My gator's up here. Oh, no, that's what I get for, like, paying half attention. But yeah, the little bit that I played of Icarus, I was like, everything that I was seeing, I was like, I can see myself liking this. You know, everything from like the aesthetics to the graphics to like the UI. Like, I really liked how you could hover over something and it will tell you whether or not only if you have the right tool, but what tool you should be using. I think Raft does that same thing, but I was like, that's a really cool feature, right? And the fact that like you can pick stuff up while you have a tool in your hand, like that was one of the most frustrating things about Ark, was you couldn't pick anything up if you had a tool in your hand that wasn't designed for like picking that thing up. So it's like I couldn't have an axe in my hand and pick up some leaves off the ground. You know what I mean? Like, it was really weird. I was like, this is bizarre. They're like, oh, you have the wrong tool equipped, but I was like, you don't need a tool equipped to pick up plants. So I don't see what the problem is. But you know, of course, just because I don't see the problem doesn't mean there is no problem. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit, right? Don't start no skit, don't be no skit. Okay, we got a bunch of ammo here. I'll just have to turn those in, I think. What's my weight? 114. Yeah, we can go back and at least grab a bit of that iron scrap. But yeah, I unfortunately, fortunately, I'm blessed, but I locked myself into this 100 hours of vein, so I gotta get through that. We're only on hour 17 of 20 or 100, and then we still have bippity boppity boop, Subnautica. Yeah, we're close to beating Subnautica. Then we got to do Below Zero. On top of the other games that I'm playing, so I think that's part of my issue too, is I've just gathered too many games at one time, which is, I mean, it's a problem. It's a common problem. It's a first world problem, definitely. By far, first world problem. Probably the first worldiest of the first world problems. Alright, let me see where... I gotta turn so hard. Boar! That's a big old pig. Did that pig kill a deer? There we go. Close this door, close that door. I'm glad that it autosaves a lot. And I can always tell when it does because there's a slight hiccup. It's like, save. Alright, close those doors. Let's empty out our pockets of all this scrap and stuff. All this scrap and crap. I do like that they have these scrap piles and these, what's this one, like a log storage? Yes, log storage, plank storage, so that's really cool. Those are, nice. Nice options. Soil, like that and that. Come on over this way. Put everything I don't need in here. Alright, now let's check out the building menu and see what we have yet to build. Okay, so we do got to get up to, like, metal doors and stuff. I think, yeah, I have the mechanical and construction to do it. Reinforced metal brackets, scrap steel, or scrap metal sheet. Okay. Heavy bolts. We need a basic welder. Yeah. That makes sense. We haven't done any limestone yet. But we're getting there. Right now, I'm working more on stations. Yeah. There's an ore crusher. That's cool. Alright, what do we have? So I know I have a makeshift charcoal kiln. We can now make an advanced charcoal kiln. We have a repair workbench. I just don't know how it works. I haven't really tried it. But we're going to have to use it because we need our repair skill to go up so we can make a schematics table. Alright, so we have a drying rack. Converts raw animal hide into usable material. Okay, well, let's test that then. You know, that's what this playthrough's been more, it seems, than anything, is just testing. Seeing what's up. You know, building the things. Seeing what makes the game tick. How do we know if you have animal hide? Okay, whatever. Let's check out the next thing. Stations. So. Okay, we have a makeshift forge and a makeshift charcoal kiln. I do know we have those things, which are right here. So we need to upgrade to... Alright, we're just gonna pin that. Small scrap metal sheet, scrap metal pipe, heavy bolts, reinforced metal brackets. Okay. I should be able to make all of those things here, I would think. Yes. No. Standard lock. Okay, so I'm not seeing heavy bolts. Scrap metal pipe, reinforced. Yeah, so none of those things. I can make reinforced metal brackets. But I can't make scrap metal sheets, scrap metal pipes, or heavy bolts. And I'm not sure. Maybe it's the schematics table that I need? Oh, advanced component, wire, copper bundle, high-grade irons. Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to make an ore crusher anytime soon either. See about storage, maybe. I got all those built. Document shelves. I don't know why I would need a document shelf. What kind of documents do we need? Okay, now here's this. We need our farming to go up so we can start making these bigger things. Why do you need such a high farming for a compost bin? I feel like composting is a pretty easy concept. Kerosene heater. Okay, can't do any of this because I don't know any electronics. Maybe if I build some of these things, that like my electronics will go up. Alright, what do we need for a well? Cloth rope, limestone brick, reinforced wooden plank. I could probably make this, but I need to find a digging tool. Yep. So things are happening. I have no idea how to advance anymore. So I'm just gonna go and just collect more. That's what episode 17 is gonna be. We're just gonna go grind and collect. Because I have no idea what's next. Alright, and it is getting late, so I may just go out and stay the night out wherever I happen to end up. Got a little hunger, got a little thirst. Honestly, I don't give a damn, because those things are pretty difficult to keep up with. And I'm a little tired of it. We'll take care of it when it becomes a problem. Got 94% in the tank. At least the gas lasts a good amount of time. I think this whole time I've played, I've only had to refuel like once. Ooh, that was a deer. Alright, let's look. Did y'all see that? Oh man, completely got jettisoned, no damage. I don't know how. My gator ended up way over here. That was funny. Yeah, I mean, how do I check the condition? The chassis part, oh, it's damaged. The body chassis is completely gone. Everything else seems good. Can I repair it? I can uninstall. Alright, whatever. Maybe I can go to like one of those other gators and replace the part. Maybe. Bum. Alright. We'll leave it running for now. Locked. Alright, so pick the lock. Try to get our lockpick skill up. I know we're close to damn it. Leveling up our lockpick. How many do I have? Oh, 8. There we go. There we go. Lockpick 21. I believe we need 25. to be able to do more advanced locks. This is a big garage, good lord. Shut up. There's a plane. It's a plane, it's a train, and it is an automobile. That was a funny movie. Y'all haven't seen it. Oh, my dismantling skill is going up. Way up, actually. I'll take that iron. Ooh, a tent. I'll take that tent. Don't know how to operate it, but we will figure it out. You've destroyed this and got this. Perfect. Hello, zombish. I know. You move annoyingly slow. I guess I do too when I'm over encumbered, the way that I am currently. That was the easiest lock to pick. I didn't even have to change the direction. Yo, what the fuck? Where'd you come from? All right, here we go. See what I tell you. Why did I empty it? Ugh, yeah, whatever. Cause I'm a dumb Dugan, pushing the wrong buttons. We will eat that. Eat the hazelnut. Eat it. Sourdough. Eat it. Oh, I'm lethargic and I have a stomach ache. You know, I appreciate the attempt at realism, but I think I can eat peanut butter and a muffin and a granola bar and not feel lethargic and have a stomach ache. Pretty sure that's a thing that I can do. Maybe I just have a strong stomach. I don't know, but... Plastic scrap from a dryer. Okay. Okay, game. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess everything's made out of plastic these days anyway, so... Alright, I am thirsty again. No surprise there. Alright, whatever. I'll leave this place now. It's time to get over encumbered. Oh, look. Look what we have here. Look at what we have here. There we go. Bro, it sounds like there's a ton of them around. Hi. Goodbye. Alright, here we go. Just destroy everything. Take it all with me. Raw limestone. Now, I can't let these guys here live without a good conscience. Or unlive? Is that the proper term for a zombie? They're unalive? I mean, I know they call them undead, but isn't that the same thing as saying they're unalive? I would think so. Kind of two sides of the same coin, right? The undead. Okay, well. Don't exactly remember how to get back. I think I went that way, or came from that way, I should say. But we may just stay the night out here. And then, what do we got, 15 minutes? Yeah, we'll probably stay the night out here. Go back in the morning. Let me just place. Now this I do like. I do like this part of the game where you could just like put stuff in the back of a truck. I think that is a unutilized or underutilized mechanic. Sunga, what's going on, my brother? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you again, my brother. Scrap wood's fairly large. Alright, this is fine. We'll just go. We'll just go. We'll just go. Get in. Enter. Nice afternoon. Yeah, it's a beautiful afternoon. It's very lovely. Surprisingly, it should be really cold out here. But it's not. It's actually very warm. Hi. To you. And to you. I just don't want to walk all the way over there. I really don't. I'm just gonna let him come to me. Yo. Anybody else? Anyone else? No? Okay. Another easy lock to break into. All right. How do we unlock the trunk? Okay, so I guess when you unlock the car, you unlock the trunk, which is fine. Hello. Yeah, they're gonna take about 4 business days to get to me, so I'll just wait. I'll leave the door open for them. We'll leave the light on for you. Use controls. Ooh, a baseball bat. That's a good find. You could always use weapons. Weapons are the one thing that I really don't see a whole lot of. Fortunately, they have seem to last a while. The condition of them doesn't go down. Oh, okay. Doesn't go down super fast. We'll take one, dismantle one. We'll take all of that scrap. All of that scrap. Iron scrap. Staple, stapler. This thing. There's a lot in here. Can I just dismantle all of this? I kind of want to dismantle all. Electric drive. Driver. Useful for advanced crafting, requires tool batteries to function. Alright, we'll hold on to it. Oh, driver, like a okay, I was thinking, for some reason I was thinking like a computer driver. I don't know why. We got nails from a paintbrush. That works. Dismantle that, get that iron scrap, and destroy this. Shaboom, life would be a dream. Shaboom, if I could take you down to paradise up above. Shaboom, now darling, tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life would be a dream, sweetheart. Dried paint can, that's useless. Hello, hello again. Boop. Oh, life would be a dream. Shaboom, if I can take you down to paradise up above. Shaboom, now darling, tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Every time I look at you, something is on my mind. Do 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 do. All right. Well, there's some sodas in here. I guess I could drink. I'm stimulated. All right. I got carrying too much. That means I gotta empty my pocket, and I guess I could just go back. Look, these guys. He's still coming towards me. Still. The crawling guy made it faster than you. Oh wait, no, is that your buddy? Okay, never mind. I may have misspoke. Whatever, blood. Dishonor to you and your family. Dishonor to your cow. Stretch it back a little bit. Ugh. I need a massage, bro. I need to stop fucking around, just getting one. I need to stop messing around. Man, I'm working on cleaning up that vocabulary, but whew, that'd be tough. What am I carrying so much of? That hydraulic driver is there we go. Alright, we are unencumbered. Let's look a little bit more. I did say I was gonna stay out here, but I'm like, honestly, ooh, look at the moon. I'm kinda like yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I'll stay here and I'll just keep going forward. Although I am gonna get thirsty soon. And I've got nothing to drink. Shut up. I could build a campfire real quick and boil up some water, because I'm pretty sure there is a water source nearby. Shut up. Alright, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna sleep for the night. Shut up. Man, I don't know, because it's still early though. Alright, let me see what I have for. I have a watering can, so if I can find some water nearby. I know that lake's not too far away. Doesn't tell me where I'm at. Okay. It's because I gotta turn it on, I think. Turn on, and then open map. Yep. Okay, so I'm up here. Yeah, that water is just like kind of where I thought, just to the south a little bit. So we'll go get that. Let's turn the cell phone off again. So I believe it's this way, just on the other side of these houses here. Yep. I will admit, as much as it's nice having a one-hit weapon, the axe, kinda makes zombie interactions boring, you know? I mean, I guess I could limit myself and just use bats or something, but then I'll end up dying. Then I'll end up dying a bunch and I'll be pissed and I'm like, why are these zombies so tough? I'm just never happy, huh? I'm just never happy about anything. That's not true. Okay, and here's another issue we're having. Because the watering can's so low, I can't even fill it. So when I go to right click, let me do this. How about if I click it? Drink empty smell. There's nothing to smell. Okay, am I not close enough in the water for you to fill? Drink, empty, smell. Wait, there's not even a fill option. What is happening, y'all? Did things change and I didn't realize it? Did they change a bunch of stuff and I don't know? Because like, look, okay, I'm in the water, right? No, I don't want to swim because everything's gonna break. But I'm in the water. Right-click watering can. I can't reach any option that says fill. I click on it. There's literal. Okay, there it is. Okay, so I just had to be like waist deep in water. Okay, that's fine. If that's what you need from me, game. That's what I will do. I will walk waist deep in water, so I can fill a watering can. All right, what time is it now? We got 5 minutes. I think I have enough time to make a campfire and boil some water. That's assuming I have the stuff to make a campfire, because you know how it be. But let's give it a whirl, shall we? Moon looks pretty, and their eyes still freak me out. Their nighttime eyes. I'm like, brr. I wonder if that gives them night vision. Look at that. There's like 20 bodies around. I don't even feel like I killed that many. Yeah, and the fact that that warning up there says damp with water makes me a little nervous. I'm like, what else can you be damp with? Like, are we gonna be falling in like fuel vats or something? A wood log and a wood scrap. So yeah, I have nothing to make a fire. And as far as I know, you can't cut trees. So I still don't know where to get wood logs from. I know I have a bunch. I've gotten them, but I have no idea where to get them. Oh, you can chop trees. Okay. Well then, we learned something new today, y'all. Choppy trees gives you logs. Sweet. I thought you couldn't. I don't know why I thought you couldn't. Maybe it was because I only chopped the tree a couple times and I saw nothing happening. So, hey, I made a mistake. I take it back. Okay, now we need wood scrap. And now we got a bunch of it right here. Grab that. Alright, and then we need a campfire. Keep going to the wrong one. Need to go to the build menu, not the craft menu. Those are two very different things. I'm just gonna put it right in front of the door here. Douche. Gadoosh. Put the watering can in there. And then wood scrap or something to burn. I don't know how much it needs, so we'll just put the log in. Reluctant foot. Okay, there we go. Oh, the fuel goes over here. Okay. Now, real quick, I hear a zombie. I see no zombie. Okay. Except for the ones I've killed already. Except for the ones in which I have dealt with. Okay. All right. Wait. Drag a fluid container with some contents into this to pour. So you. So do I need another, some kind of vessel to hold water so I can cook the water in one and drink the water from the other? I should have, wait, I should have a, like a canteen or something, or a flask. Could have sworn I did. Jigsaw, lighter, da-da-da-da-da. Nothing that I can see. I could have sworn I just carried one around on me. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, I got all kinds of water stuff for me. Where? Where are you? Where? Alright, it is now 11:30. It is officially the hour. Hour 17 down. We are going to continue with this because I just want to... Just max it out, bruh. Just give me all of the water. Why? I put it in there. I say max. Nothing happens, right? Okay. How about this? How about... There's 26.39. 26? No? 1? Can I do 1? Okay. Well, I'm getting frustrated, so we're gonna go ahead and end it. I cooked the water, I built the fire, I put the flask in there, I try to fill it up, it won't let me fill the flask, so I can't drink the water. Perfect. Okay. Anyway, that'll be it for me today. Hour 17 down of Vane. I think you can start to sense my attitude changing around here. Around this current playthrough. I'm going to try to change it, try to improve it, keep this fun and engaging. But I will admit I am getting a little frustrated with a lot of the little systems in these kind of games. The micromanagey stuff. But hey, that's just part of being human, right? That's a part of being human. That's a part of gaming. Anywho, thank y'all so very much for stopping by, hanging out with this hour 17 of Vane. I hope to see you back for the next one. We will get through all 100 hours, I promise. Y'all take care.
Of day.